Well, good evening everyone. Here's another quick weathering video. This time it'll be on mud. So again, materials you'll need are some enamel paints, preferably an earth color, dark brown, dark tan, flat as well if you're going to do a dry mud. This time I'll be using Summer Kursk Earth from AK, and then you want to add some plaster, dry plaster, to the mix to add some texture. So again, really simple. You add simply paint and plaster in my mixing tray, which I already have pre-mixed. Depending on the consistency of the mud, how thick you want it, how thin you want it, it's up to you. It doesn't really make a difference. It's really straightforward and simple. Then I also have a tray of thinner to blend it if I do overspray, which I'll show you how to fix. And then I have two brushes. You want an old sable brush, round tipped, to collect the mud before you blow it onto the armored vehicle. And then you're going to want another older brush just to have some thinner on it so you can blend it if you screw up. So we'll just get to it. I'm using a plain single action Binks, very old airbrush, to simply just blow the paint on. So let me clear this up. So the first thing you want to do is load your old sable brush. Again, key here is old because you're going to destroy it once you start doing this technique. So just get some mud on it. I usually unload it before I start spraying on the vehicle because it is quite a lot of paint in the mix. So you can blast it and see how it creates the mud effect on the piece of paper there. So just next, spray on your vehicle. I usually prop it up a little bit to get the right angle, and always have a backsplash because if you don't, it's going to go everywhere. So here we go. Hold it about, I don't know, an inch or two away, and then just simply spray it on. So that was really quick and easy, and I'll build it up over time. That was just the first run. I want to bring the piece up to the camera to show you where I've oversprayed. And that was on the superstructure where mud typically wouldn't go, up near on top of the fender, like around this area here, and then kind of back here. So if it gets too high for you or gets in an awkward place where mud wouldn't show up, simply take your brush, your other sable brush, and then just blend it in. You can see I'll go after these dots right here and just blend it in. You can make vertical streaks to make it look like streaking effects for mud. I mean, it really does blend great. And you have some working time. You can let it sit for 10 minutes, come back and hit it with some enamel thinner, and you have time to play with it, which is nice. And I'll get some of these big ones away here. But again, you can see the effects, creating texture on the road wheels. That's a pretty straightforward and easy step. Again, this is the first step in the process. I slowly build it up. I'll do the same thing probably about 3 or 4 times, adding different layers just with one color. And then I'm going to come back with a darker color to simulate a different color of mud. Of course, different color of mud with a different color, but to simulate like the damp parts in the mud. So here's the front of the superstructure and the front armored vehicle, and you can see the mud effects on the fender, and then I'm also going to turn it around. The Kursk really blends in with this type of vehicle, but you can see it building up on the back here, which is pretty cool. And again, it's a really straightforward, easy step. It'll probably take you, I don't know, around 15 minutes to completely do a tank. This is 1/72 scale, so it'll go quite a little bit faster. But there you go. Really quick, easy, straightforward step.